Hello everyone, I'm Paul and today we're solving problem 3289, the two sneaky numbers of Digitville. This is an easy one with different possible solutions, so here I will show you what's my thought process and efficient approach. This is a nice story, you can read this if you want, but basically we are given an array, so let's say we're given this, and here we have two repeated numbers. In this case, those numbers are 2 and 3. Here we have two 3's and here we have two 2's. And we need to return an array with these two repeated numbers, 2 and 3. And we can return this in any order. And there are many different solutions for this. For example, we could build a frequency map. And in case you know what this is, here we are storing frequencies for unique elements in this array. And how can we build this? Well, we can iterate this from left to right, so we start from index 0. And right now we have a 0, and this is the first 0 that we've seen, so we put 1 as the count. Next we are here, so we add 3 with the count of 1. And just to be clear, what this means is up to this moment, we've seen number 3 only once, okay? Next we are here, so we add 2 with a count of 1. Next here we add 1 with a count of 1. Next here we have another 3, so we go to our map, add 3, and we add 1 here. Now we have seen number 3 2 times. And next we are here, so we go to number 2 and we add 1 here. This is 2. And once we have this map, we can just iterate every key and check which keys have a count of 2. And that's how we get 2 and 3. We put these two keys in an array and we just return this. So this is one possible approach. And just in case, down here we have the constraints and we know that nums contains exactly 2 repeated elements, okay? So a different approach is we can have a set and we are iterating this from left to right. First we are here, and given that we don't have 0 in our set, we add 0 and continue. Next we are here, we don't have a 3 here, so we add 3 and continue. Next we are here, we don't have a 2, so we add 2 and continue. Next we are here, we don't have a 1, so we add 1 and continue. Next we are here, and given that we have a 3 here, at this point, we can add to the result the current number, meaning 3. Next, we continue with 2, and given that we have a 2 right here, we go to our result and add 2. Next, we continue. Now we are out of bounds, so we return this. And in case you know how sets work, we can store only unique elements here. And we are using a set because we want to do lookups in big O of 1 time complexity. So when we are here and we are checking if we have already seen number 3, this requires big O of 1 time complexity. So overall time complexity for this approach will be big O of n, because we need to iterate this from left to right. And space complexity is the same because we need to build this set. So with this in mind, let's go with the code. First, we create our set. We will call this scene. And the result is an empty array initially. Now we can iterate every number in nums. And if we have already seen this number, meaning if x in scene, result.append x, else we add to the set the current number. And finally, we return result. So this is the entire code. Now let's submit this. As you can see, this works and it's very efficient. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.